Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your January love reading. This would start from the 15th and bleed into February. So to cover the whole month, it would be from the 15th of January into the 15th of February. And we're bringing these back. I haven't done love readings, and I don't even know how long. It has been a very, very long time. But I figured since I have some extra time, I'd go ahead and throw this in for y'all. So I'm starting with the Romance Angels. We're really going throwback here, y'all. I'm literally going to do it the same format that I used to do it, where we look at you as well as your person of interest. You know what I'm saying? I know that cross watchers have a tendency to watch these, so the person that's on this side, I'm looking for the actual sign that I'm reading for, which would be Capricorn. Over here would be the person of interest, but what I find when I used to do these, sometimes the cross watchers would resonate here, you know, as opposed to here. Because technically, if I'm reading for Capricorn, the cross watcher would technically be the person I'm talking about over here. But I find that, you know, my cross watchers, when I used to do these, they would resonate more with the side for the sign that I'm reading for, and the person I'm reading about would be over here. So it's general. So wherever you feel that you fit in, put yourself there. You know what I'm saying? So Spirit, please give us an overall energy between Capricorn and their person of interest, please, Spirit. Anything they need to know from the good old Romance Angels, and that's it right there. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Wow, that sounds like a whole lot of projection that's going on there. I feel this, and I wanted to clarify this with that. I feel this less about, I mean, this could have to do with the present relationship, like meaning the past and your actual relationship. But I mean, this can go as far as to past relationships you've been in and how there being a need to heal wounds from past relationships and how that could be carried into present relationships and be affecting your relationship presently. But like I said, with this being the energy between you and your partner, that could be a lot of the root issues with conflicts you guys could be experiencing in your relationships, is that one or both of you is projecting past pains onto the other or reacting to the other in a way that they would in a past situation. For others of you, this could literally go as far back as, y'all know I go all therapeutic and psychoanalytical with it, is this could literally be childhood wounds, you know, emotionally unavailable parents leading you to pick emotionally unavailable partners, you know, and you re-experiencing your unfinished business in your relationship. Clarifying this is it's time to take action. That is so fascinating. Same card, Three of Wands. That's not the Three of Wands, but I mean, it was the Three of Wands that came out in Virgo's reading as a clarification card for that, and they're extended. It's time to take action. So what I'm really feeling with that is for whoever is watching this, it's time to take action to heal your wounds in reference to either family of origin issues, childhood wounds, past relationships, or wounds that are still being perpetuated in this present relationship, right? But I feel like I have to give disclaimers for that because like I said with Virgo, it's like if y'all are dealing with someone who's habitually like cheating on you and disrespecting you and stuff, the only thing that one would need to learn from that is to not be with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to be with someone who disrespects you. It's more or less releasing wounds and taking action on that to do one's own personal healing, because a relationship only exists in the sense that there's two people in it. You know what I mean? So the relationship is merely going to be a reflection of the two people that are in the partnership. So if one or both people are wounded, the relationship itself by default is wounded, right? I could have went off on a whole tangent there, talking about like a recipe. Like if you're making a recipe and you use, you know, spoiled milk and, you know, rancid eggs, It's not like, oh, this is a bad cake. It's like the ingredients that you used were, you know, rancid, rotten, expired ingredients. So of course the cake is going to be, you know, rancid. Just throwing that out there. First card for Capricorn. And just because I don't want to get flagged by YouTube and there's naked people in these cards, I'm not showing it to you. But it's the Hanged Man in the reverse. Oh my goodness. So there's a need to, there's a whole scenario I'm getting with this. Just with that one card. That's so fascinating. I love these cards and I love readings. These are so fascinating. So with the Hangman in the reverse, I feel like there's something that you need to see here. I feel like there's been a pause in the relationship in some shape, form, or fashion for a reason, because there was something that you needed to realize or notice. If I were to just piggyback off of this card here, I would say that leading up into this point in January, there's been some sense of break or a pause or, you know, yeah, I would say like a break or a pause. And the purpose for that was for you to get kind of out of the situation or out of that energy in order for you to have an epiphany about something. And whatever it is that you guys got an epiphany about, now it's time to take action on that. So, I mean, for some of you, it very well could be in reference to seeing that there's a need to forgive the other person, but I really feel it's a need to forgive oneself. You know what I mean? For past experiences or what have you. And to forgive yourself and to more or less take action on you showing up in a state where you're in a state of self-forgiveness. So there's more or less awareness that needed to happen in regards to that. I'm stammering because I'm getting something else. Jesus, these cards. And this may be, because this happened with Virgo too, this may be a single person. So it's like if you're considering, or if you, whether you've warded off relationships and you're single, or you're single and you're actually considering dating, it's like I feel this pause that happened in your romantic life. There's something that you needed to notice about patterns in your past. So probably like the type of people that you picked, it was some sense of an epiphany that you guys were supposed to have in reference to that. And now it's like, once you've learned this lesson and forgiven yourself for allowing other people to hurt you, and for those of you who are dealing with someone allowing this person to hurt you, is more or less a need to stand in this awareness and in this power that you guys have received and to act on it. The next card out that we have is the Five of Chalices. Yeah, man. Whoo, Lord. All right, I ain't gonna lie. This really does feel like a level of disappointment. So there, and I feel like I have to give so many disclaimers, y'all. I in no way would promote, I can't tell you what to do, but I wouldn't in any way promote, like if this is like a cheating type of scenario, to like, you know, forgive the person for cheating on you, learn the lessons of how you've led this person to, you know, cheat on you, and, you know, learn from that, forgive yourself, forgive them, and get back together. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it's like, I feel that there was some type of, I don't even necessarily want to say deception, but there was some sense of breakdown in the relationship, and it feels kind of like a breakup to me, you know. But whether this is a past tense breakup, and it really looks like it's something that y'all are still grieving over, a breakdown in something, it's almost like a need to, I really would say, forgive yourself, to be quite honest. Because it's looking to me like y'all dealt with a person and they may be trying to reconcile with you now, but it's like you're still hurt. But like I said, you know, I can't tell you what decision to make or not to make in reference to that. But I mean, it's looking to me like there was a pause or a break in this partnership because of something that your person of interest did that was them thinking about themselves and not really thinking about you or how that would affect you. And then, I mean, it could also be vice versa. It could be something that you did that was selfish without thinking about the other person. You know, you got to put it wherever it goes. But the whole key is to not carry, especially if this is a new person, dude. First of all, if y'all just got out of a breakup, and I mean, it could be with an Aquarius person, if y'all just got out of a breakup, like literally like freshly out of a breakup, like November, December 2019 type of stuff, you're really not in a place to just be jumping back into another relationship with somebody new. Because the next card out that we have is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like, I feel that there's a level of needing to forgive yourself, because this looks like somebody about to step into a straight rebound situation. I'm not lying. It's like the person I would be talking to, and I know this is not going to be everyone, because the thing I say is interesting about love relationships, these are always so very specific. But the Capricorns that I would be talking to, this is somebody where you were dating someone, there was a breakup, but there was something you were supposed to learn, because I feel like this is something that drug on for a very long time. And it's like there is a new person that's in your life that could be kind of offering you something, but you're not even present. It's like you're still kind of hung up on this past person. Or even if it's been a longer period of time since you guys broke up with someone, like say if it's been like a year that you've been single and there's somebody newly in your life right now, it's like your heart is still very much with this person in the past. And I feel the reason why you can't get over this person is because there's unfinished business, not in the sense of with them, but with you emotionally. So it's like you're not really emotionally available to be in a relationship right now, because you're still very much connected to, you know, this old flame, so to speak. And you're not really aware of the people that are around you, or the person presently that's making offers to you. You're not really interested in it, because I feel you're still emotionally hung up over this past person. But where this forgiveness and learning comes from is there's a need to release energetically, because I feel like you're still very much energetically tied to this person, because I feel like there was a lack of closure or a lack of resolution in reference to this partnership. And I feel like that's holding you back with possibilities presently. So whether it's new or it's old, before you start trying to get involved with other people, I think it's imperative that you guys kind of come to a resolution within yourself about this past partnership. Otherwise, you're putting yourself in a position to where you could end up repeating that that lesson in that partnership again, or meeting someone just like this person, because the lesson hasn't been learned. So, and another way that we could look at this too is if, you know, you're still in love with someone else from the past, you're technically emotionally unavailable. So you're not available to open your heart to another person, right? So you inadvertently end up doing the same thing to someone new that a past person could have done to you, because you're not open and available to have, like, you know, a vulnerable, intimate connection. So the thing that I'm seeing is for, and like I said, this ain't going to be for everybody. It's like for those of you who are still hung up on a past person, there's a need to heal and to resolve any, you know, emotions or thoughts or whatever that are tied up into that situation before you connect with someone else, because you're not really open to be in a relationship right now. And that's if there's someone offering to you. And then there's a need to be cognizant that if you are still emotionally hung up on someone else and you try to move on with someone else, and you haven't really learned the lesson from this past situation, that there's an opportunity where you could end up repeating the past again with someone who isn't emotionally available, if that's making sense. So the relationship wouldn't really grow into much, if that's making sense. So I feel like this is more or less saying that there's a need to take initiative on doing your own healing prior to connecting with anyone. Or if this is a person from your past and they're trying to reconnect, you know what I mean? Like someone who hurt you before and they're trying to reconnect, is more or less a need to really think back to how this person like disregarded your emotions or your feelings in the past, and kind of digging deeper to see why it is that they're coming back now. You know what I mean? What you want, what you're here for type of deal. Now, for your person of interest, the first card that they have out is the Sun in the reverse. Then they have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. And then there's the 10 of Cups. So with the Sun in reverse, the thing that I'm seeing is this was a, a passionate, happy, fruitful connection that I feel like kind of burned out. You know what I mean? Or this person felt kind of burnt out in this connection. You know what I mean? It was kind of like they weren't in it 110%. And the other thing that I'm seeing is here with this Three of Wands in the reverse, like how this card here says it's time to take action. I don't see this person taking any action now. It's more or less they're thinking, you know what I mean? They're thinking, but they're not really acting. And with the Ten of Cups is more or less them going in the direction of what it is that's emotionally fulfilling for them. Now, that's where I say, like, this can, I don't know what the deal is, because, like I said, this is general. So you put yourself wherever you go. But the thing that I'm seeing is here, this person was not 110% emotionally fulfilled. So whether you over here or you're over here, but this person wasn't emotionally fulfilled past tense. So I feel like with this person, it's like they left them high and dry. You know what I mean? Like stuff started off really, really great, but then it's like it kind of fizzled out. And it's like, as it stands now, this person isn't taking any action in the direction of this other person. And the person that's over here on Capricorn side, it's more or less there's other, people that are probably coming up and making offers, or maybe you're not even aware that there's other people that are interested in you, because it's like, even if you're telling yourself that you're not, it's like on a heart level, you're still very much connected to this person emotionally, and there's still like a flame burning in your heart for them. So it's a desire for this person to return, but I don't see this person over here taking any action, right? And then with the Ten of Cups here, it's like I'm still seeing this person over here showing up here, because I say even if the person did or does have an emotional connection, it's like I still see them going in search of what they feel is fulfilling for them. And then over here for you guys, there's the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like even if the person does feel anything, even if you are waiting with open arms, even if you are willing to accept an offer from them, it's like they're still searching for what it is they feel is going to fulfill them, and they're not going to give you anything at this time presently that can grow into something more. You know what I mean? So the way that I'm more or less looking at it, it's like whoever resonates on Capricorn side, it's like a need to kind of make a decision. But I feel either way it goes, it's like, because, emotions aren't just like, it's not a switch you can just flip on and off. It's like if you're still feeling some sense of a connection to this person and you're still waiting for them, and it's looking like this person, at least right now, because like I said, this is a snapshot in time of how things are looking. It's like if this person isn't coming back now and they're still seeking, it's like you're kind of pausing your life. You know what I mean? It's like you're not planting seeds anywhere else because you're kind of paused and stuck back in the past, and there's a need to come to some resolve in order for you to move forward. So there's something that needs to be learned with this in order to move forward. Because with this person, I feel like they're still seeking. It's like they still feel like they're missing something. You know what I'm saying? And if they're still seeking and feeling as if they're trying to find something, and you're feeling as if you're missing something, I feel the thing that needs to be taken, the thing that you would need to take action on is healing, forgiving this person for hurting you, and, figuring out what needs to be done for you to get back on one accord with yourself so that you can plant your proverbial, seed in fertile ground of whatever it is you want to do moving forward, whether that's in another relationship or that's just with your life in general. Because I feel that it's almost like being stunted emotionally because one is still grieving over this, this person here who is still trying to figure out what it is that they want. But the thing that I'm stressing, is like, especially if you guys just broke up, it's like, don't beat yourself up over that. I mean, give yourself time to grieve if this is new. But if this is something like you've been broken up with this person for a year and you haven't spoken to him in a year, it's like, it's kind of time for you to start taking action in the direction of what it is that's going to be fulfilling for you, like mentally, spiritually, physically, what have you, So I'm going to throw the dice of resonance. And my little cool initial cards made a comeback in the last reading. So you can ask a yes or no question if you like. And then we're going to go over to the Vimeos for an extended to look at how this person thinks and feels about you. Okay, we have Bay Lover Partner. We have Taurus. That's the second time Taurus showed up. Wow, and Aquarius. I said Aquarius. We have Taurus, Aquarius, Rising, and yes. So Bay Lover Partner, Aquarius, Taurus, Rising. So they could be an Aquarius Rising, a Taurus Rising. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be, I don't know. And then we have yes. And then I'm just going to throw in some initial cards just because. You know what I'm saying? There's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. We have, so first, middle, or last name can start with the letter C, the letter A, and the letter W. C, A, or W. So I'm going to go over to Vimeo and see how this person thinks and or feels about you and whatnot or whatever. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. If not, I still love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Deuces.